Welcome to Heavy Conversation. This month, all month long, we're doing sex and relationship episodes. So all kinds of great stuff we've been doing for the last few weeks, and this week is no exception. This week, we're actually reaching into the archives again to bring you a listener favorite, Ultimate Date Night Ideas. Now, I know, with the pandemic, it's a little tricky with date night. Well, hopefully this episode will give you some ideas that maybe you hadn't considered to spice up your date nights, whether you're doing them at home or outside somewhere else. So, enjoy.
This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
Okay, Jody.
Yes, Bruce.
It's good to be here again.
Yes, thank you for joining me and having me over.
We're going to talk about date night ideas.
Yes.
Now, they don't only have to be night, not just date night. It's just date ideas.
You know, date night.
Right.
You have your once a week type. This is sort of like spice up your relationship, you know, reconnect with your partner or whatever kind of thing that we wanted to talk about. Because I think it's important to, in our busy lives, you know, try to reconnect, get out of the house, get away from the kids or the dogs or your four walls that you are always in, and just be with your partner.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
It is.
You get so focused on work, on everything going on in your life, everything else. And it just makes it difficult to be able to just stop, take that time to be with your partner and enjoy their company.
Yeah, just enjoy being with them or whatever you guys like to do.
I think as we talk about this, it's important to for everyone to note that we're not just talking about like big things that you can do. Sometimes it's just like spending time together.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying just like spending time together watching Netflix or whatever, but I mean,
that's nice too.
It is. But just spending time together, just sort of, I mean, Shauna and I, we sometimes we'll do like a date night at home because we got kids, so we can't always get away.
Yeah.
Trying to find somebody to watch the kids is not always easy.
Right.
So sometimes it's going to the grocery store, and we like to do like cheese and meats and different kinds of beer tasting.
Yep.
We pull that stuff together, do a whole thing with that, maybe listen to some music and have a good time. Spend a couple hours just doing that and just being able to talk and enjoy each other's company. And it's fun. It's a fun way to do it. So
that's a nice one.
It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. And it is fun to just be able to disconnect, because I know for me personally, I'm working all the time and it's hard to just like get away from all that stuff. So it is good when I can be like, okay, no computer, no phone. We're just going to focus on each other, have a good time, eat some crazy cheese, because that's the fun part. We like to go to like Whole Foods or a place, you know, there are
a fancy
cheese
food
shops.
Place, yes.
Yeah. Find interesting things that you can try. Now, we're both very adventurous, but I'm willing to go that extra mile as far as like, I tried this cave cheese from Cowgirl Creamery in San Francisco.
Nice.
We were there for a Saturday farmer's market or something, and
in San Francisco.
Years ago,
nice.
and Cowgirl Creamery is a place that does cheese, and they were there, and they had these samples you could try, and they had this cave cheese, and it was just like the runniest, most horrible smelling, foul thing, but it tasted great.
Right.
If you could get past everything else, so I guess what I'm saying is you don't have to try the horrifying cheese.
It doesn't have to, you don't have to be.
You can make it interesting. You can do things that are kind of outside of your comfort zone. Try different things. And you don't have to go somewhere to do it. Get that stuff, bring it home, do your thing, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
That is
do a little spread on, you know, have a little fancy plate of cheese and whatever, and either a glass of wine or a beer or no alcohol, whatever. Yeah. I think that's fun. I like that one.
Definitely.
what is it? Charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can never say that one right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Assorted meats.
Meats and
yes.
Yeah, nuts or cheese and
I know.
whatever.
So good. Man, I'm hungry.
I know. I'm like, and
already.
I want that.
But we're like 5 minutes in.
So Bjorn and I, we do our business together, Bearskin. So a lot of our time spent together is talking about work, or it's talking about, my other job or his, it's always revolves around work a lot. So we always try to take at least one day a week or something and be like, okay, no phones, no whatever. We're not going to talk about Bearskin from this time to this time. And either sometimes it is just watching Netflix and chilling, or we have been doing a lot of breweries lately because we're kind of getting out and exploring the city.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to expand my beer horizon still, I like to try different things. And, we just talk about the beer and talk about what else, other things that are going on, or, that kind of stuff. I really enjoy doing that. And
I like that.
It's kind of a bonding thing that we can do about.
Sure.
Yeah. But
it's new shared experiences.
Yeah, we like to
get out and do
do
things.
something.
Right.
There doesn't always have to be, it doesn't have to be like a huge activity, but there has to be something that we're doing.
Right.
So
it's fun in this city.
And sometimes it is maybe just drinking, but
there are a lot of places in this city that you can go that are kind of off the beaten path. And I think in a lot of cities around the country where you can go, or around the world, if you're listening, I don't know, in some other place.
All over the world.
There are lots of interesting places that you can go that are maybe a little off the beaten path. For me, like you're saying, I think we share this, and that it's fun to go to places where people are making things, or they're making beer, or they're doing some kind of interesting food, or they're creating something. You can go and experience that. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you have to get out of your routine and out of your maybe ruts. Don't always go to the same place, even if it is when you do have your date night. Don't always go to the same place.
Right.
Just go try that new restaurant that opened up down the street that everyone's been talking about.
It's fun to get out of your comfort zone and try those things. For example, we went to a soccer game once, and I was not, we're not a very sporty family, so it's not really much of our thing, but the soccer game was so much fun. Everybody was just into it. I mean, just loved
the energy. Yeah, totally. I love going to hockey games. We did that a bunch when we were in Vegas. We still haven't done it here.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to the Timbers yet, so I'm excited about going to one of their matches. And that's always fun.
So many things like that you can do, and it's just worth a try to go. And you can usually find some kind of discounted tickets or something like that.
Locals tickets, or a lot of times we get like tickets from friends that aren't, maybe they have passes, or they're like, oh, we can't go. Here's some tickets. And I'm like, oh, great, awesome.
Right.
That happened a lot when we were in Vegas. We went to a lot of crazy Cirque shows, like really last minute. Just being open to doing that kind of stuff was always really fun.
Another thing that you can do that you might overlook is there are a lot of movie theaters you can go to that go above and beyond, where it's not just popcorn and soda. You can actually have dinner,
adult beverages, and
do a whole
fancy foods, and have your whole meal, and kick back with their big old reclining chairs.
Go and see a movie, enjoy yourself, have a fun time. Yeah. And
go see the whatever millionth Avengers movie is out.
Right. Yeah, you can go and enjoy yourself.
Or whatever. And
they do really make it into kind of a full experience. It's a well-rounded experience where you're able to go and have food and drinks and see a movie. And, it's better than that normal theater sort of experience.
Yeah, not just in your little theater chair. Yeah, they have like really big, nice, like powered recliner sofa chair things.
I know those chairs, they're ridiculous now. I love it so much. It's like, you want to sleep while you're in here? This will go all the way back.
If you give me a blanket, I'd be out.
Totally. It's so good.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe I don't like this movie. I'm just going to take a nap.
Right. There are also a lot of museums and different places like that do like those after dark kind of things.
Yeah, and I want to go. We haven't been here to the Science Museum, because they have like interactive things you can do you can learn. Like those are always fun, and they have, I want to say, adult ones or the after dark ones where it's like there aren't all the millions of kids or school field trips or whatever kind of things, where it's a little bit nicer.
Yeah, no kids allowed, or it's, you know,
Yeah.
they don't want to go. They don't want to, nobody wants to bring their kids to tacos and tequila, you know, which is one of the ones they've done here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
I keep seeing them. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm working.
Yeah.
So I need to just like put it on the calendar and make sure I have off and just do one.
Right.
Yeah, because we went to the Mob Museum in Vegas a couple different times, which was really nice. It was a learning experience. It was fun. You know, we could talk about the different other things that we knew about the history of Vegas or whatever. Or
you know what I want to do, and I don't know. I heard about this at a place in Vegas for the first time, like a couple years ago. Axe throwing. Have you seen that become like this thing
all over? Yeah,
yeah. I think you could. Yeah, I think you. There's a place here.
Yeah. But they, you can throw like ninja stars. You can throw axes or hatchets, or they had what are those javelin type?
Oh my God,
things.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a little nutso. I was like, someone's going to die here.
There was one that I had heard about, and I don't remember if it was the one in Vegas or not, but it was called Stumpy's Hatchet House, which is like the best. I love it. I love it so much. So,
there was a couple of them in Vegas.
I feel like that would be fun, and it's something that's so different to try. Mm-hmm. I would also throw out the what do they call the indoor skydiving thing? Now, I like the idea of that, but I will say that Shauna got me that for Christmas or something for my birthday, but I was over the weight limit. So there's a weight limit. Yeah. So I didn't test it. I didn't go out to try, but I'm not like wanting to go in and lay there on the ground and then not be lifted.
Just
so
wait.
My hair get blown back.
Right.
So
your beard would, yeah.
Right. So there are things like that could be fun.
Or there's a fun thing that I like to do. They're like paint nights.
Ooh, yeah.
Or like wine and paint or whatever. It's just something that you both create together. You can really paint. You can paint whatever the heck you want. You don't have to follow the instructions.
Right.
Really, if you don't want to.
Nice.
I've seen people paint they sort of followed it, but then really did something completely different. Right. And it's just it's fun. I really enjoy it. I see a lot of...
That seems like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
The
have
painting
a couple
thing.
Of drinks or not, and just create something. Or you could do those cooking classes, which is another thing I kind of want to do. I want to... Like, we cook, but not... I feel like I get in a rut of the things that I cook.
Sure.
Because I'm tired, and I don't want to think about, what's for dinner? Right. I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That thing that everyone deals with.
Right. And in this case, you're actually making something that's good.
Yeah. You're making this really cool meal with, whatever. And, yeah.
Along those lines, along the lines of the painting kind of thing, a lot of cities do what's called a drink and draw, where you are sitting around with your with your notebook, you're drawing things, and you are drinking your favorite adult beverage. It's super laid back. Yeah. It's just a super fun and casual.
You draw whatever you want, or do they have like a class type thing?
Sometimes it's both. Sometimes they actually bring in models. Sometimes it's...
you can do nude sketching or whatever. I don't know.
There we go. So you've got different options, but drink and draw is really cool, and it's fun because you can kind of go out and draw your own thing. And I've seen that people who show up to these, they run the spectrum as far as skill. So you'll see some people who are amazing, and it's fun. It's just a fun time. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be self-conscious about it or anything. You're going to drink,
you're just
meet
doing
people.
It for yourself,
and sometimes that's the most fun, because that's another thing that I think. We get away from is just like making friends or getting out around other people.
Yeah, I did it in Vegas. I met a ton of people that I was like, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm new to Vegas. I'm doing this just to like do something and meet people. And yeah, it was fun.
So think about things like that, where you can go with your significant other and be around other people.
Yeah, meet
have
other
kind of
couples that are into the same things you are. And yeah. Well, I would like to open this beer.
Please.
I am a little thirsty.
What do we have here?
This one is called Hop Lion.
Yes.
IPA. It's from Double Mountain Brewery and Tap House. It's another local Hood River, Oregon microbrewery.
Yeah.
So this says tropic resin, tangerine, evergreen, and the earthy scent of Northwest leap from the nose of this proud IPA.
You had me at resin.
I know. It's like tropic resin.
Let's do this thing.
Don't know.
Double Mountain is great. They, I believe, opened a location in
That is
a
very
neighborhood
hoppy.
here in Portland that was down the street from where I used to live, which was glorious.
Glorious. Oh, yeah. And we're using our B cups.
Yes.
As all of you avid listeners of Heavy Conversation know all about.
Yes.
Our plastic specialty beer glasses.
That's right.
I suppose I can do a little more in this.
There we go.
There you are, sir.
Yes, thank
very,
you. Thank
very
you, thank
hoppy.
you.
Leave a little for the homies, the crew. Oh, yeah. Homie.
Oh, yeah.
One for the homies. Ooh, that is. Can you taste that one there, allergy man?
Yes. My allergies, they're continuing to kick up.
That was quick.
But
Just chugged it.
nice. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I like that.
Me too. How would you describe the smell? Since I can't.
I don't know. There's a lot of kind of funky hoppiness in
Is
there.
there? Nice. Yeah, I got nothing. It's not happening. I tried.
Hoppy, citrus, piney.
I'm definitely getting the hops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm like
The scent of the Northwest leap from the nose of this proud IPA.
I'm telling you, one of these
I think
times
that's the earthiness.
we need to bring in like a beer tasting professional, someone who knows the lingo, who lives this stuff, because it would be amazing to sit down with somebody and have them just like school us on, how do you.
This feels like the descriptors of this feel like they're describing pot or weed, because it's like tropic resin. This finishing with orange and dank pine. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Love it. I love it.
I'm loving this one. This is good.
Yep.
This is a 6.7 ABV and a 65 IBU. Hop Lion from Double Mountain Brewery. Has a fun Rasta lion type coloring going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really they're pushing the weed thing home.
I know. It's like they're really just going for that.
Hey, good for them.
Yeah, go for it. I like that one.
So we've talked a lot about, I guess, drinking and going and meeting friends and that kind of thing. I think another thing we could cover is just kind of getting out, exploring.
Yes.
Learning about the world around you. So, we're fortunate here to be able to go a few hours and be at the, I guess a little over an hour and be at the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
We can also go up a mountain, not far away. We can go to the desert if we want to go a little further. You got a lot of different options. And, I've lived in a lot of different areas around the country, and there are always places you can go where you can really explore and just kind of get out there. If you like to hike, get out and hike. There are definitely easier kind of hikes that are not going to
you don't have to hike up the mountain, but you can hike around or even go for a city walk and explore your neighborhood or explore a new neighborhood. And I like to a thing that Bjorn and I do a lot is when we do go somewhere or a new restaurant or any sort of establishment or business, since we're kind of business-minded people, we're always like, how would we improve this? What would we do differently?
Right.
How would, like we had a great experience with this barista. They're amazing. What would we do to promote, get this going more? Or if we have a horrible experience.
Right.
How would we coach them? And because we've both been in management at different places in our work history. So we always kind of fall into those, like, what would we do? How would we coach them?
Right.
What would we do differently?
Right. It's fun. That kind of stuff's fun. It's kind of talking shop without talking shop.
Yeah, we're talking business, which we're both passionate about, but we're not talking about ours specifically.
So it's fun to find those things.
So it's different. Yeah, yeah.
Those things that you're both passionate about and kind of jump into that.
Yeah. So that's something we always like to do whenever we go out. anywhere, any sort of...
It is really beneficial to take some time away from talking about the thing that you're always talking about, or like the day-to-day stuff, or the bills and kids and work and all of that, and focus on those things that you like, and those things that those shared experiences, the things you're into, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the less you do that, the harder it gets to get back to that. So,
and I think a thing that I do as I try to support Bjorn in his hobbies or his extra activities. So I'm going to one of his comedy shows this evening.
Right.
So I don't go to all of them.
Yeah.
But I go to some of them and support. And, that's a thing that we kind of do together. Or,
nice.
He supports the different things that I like to do, and he'll help out with the different things. And we make it an event or a thing. And
which is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what kind of crazy, I don't know crazy, but what sort of things is everyone doing for their date nights? I kind of want to know.
Yes.
I want some ideas. I like some other kind of...
Yeah, tell us.
I like this cheesy thing that you were...
The cheese thing.
The cheese thing that you guys do.
It's very cheesy. It's very cheesy.
Because Bjorn's he's a cheese fanatic. Everything we eat, he's like, there's not enough cheese on there. I'm like, what? Jeez.
The one thing that you will never run out of is beer or cheese. There are always new and different beers and cheeses. And for me, that is the spice of life, is being able to try something new and different.
Yeah, don't get him started on the beer cheese soup.
Right. Yeah. So the fact that we can do those things is a lot of fun. So yeah, it would be great to hear, what do you do when you go on dates? What's your most exciting date? What's worked?
What has been your favorite date night thing that you've done with your partner? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe not the craziest, because...
Oh, I want to know the craziest.
Okay, he wants to know the craziest. I want to know your favorite.
Right.
Because I need some ideas.
There we go.
All right. Well, I hope we helped out with spicing up your life. Spice of
They're running
life.
out to buy cheese right now.
Cheese and beer.
Yep.
And some paints to paint stuff.
Yes.
It's fun to get creative. So... anyways, I hope we helped out, and I look forward to hearing what your favorite date nights, and Bruce wants to know what your weirdest ones are.
That's right.
Share our podcast with your friends or your loved ones. Maybe they'll get some ideas and take you out on an amazing date night.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll talk at you at the next one.
Happy dating.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
podcasts.